Hey guys, what's up? It's Nate, and I'm back with another episode of Paranormal Talk. Do you think you have a spirit residing in your home? Do you see shadows out of your peripheral vision? Turn and look only to find that no one's there. Do you hear footsteps or voices as you're going about your daily routine? Do you sit objects down and have them reappear in a place that you never would have put them to begin with? You don't have access to a paranormal investigative team, but you want to know if you have spirits in your home? That's okay, because guess what, people? There's an app for that. There's an app for everything these days. What we're going to do during this new segment of Paranormal Talk is we're going to download some of these apps. I'm going to use a screen recorder and we're going to see what the results are. We're going to test them. We're going to run through the gauntlet. And I'm going to tell you from my personal opinion as to whether or not I believe that these apps are accurate and they will help you in future paranormal investigations. Guys, I hope you enjoy this new segment. Let's jump right into it. This is the app test.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Nate, and today we're going to be reviewing the IOvilus app on screen record. And
what are you doing in my chair? What are you doing wearing my hat?
No reason. Give me that.
Give me my hat. Get out of my chair.
Fine, I'm taking your coffee then.
Fine, take my coffee. I don't need it.
Yes, you do. We both know you can't function correctly with coffee. I'm taking Charlie too.
Leave Charlie alone.
No, Charlie's mine.
Hey guys, what's up? It's Nate. Trying to ruin my train of thought over here. So today, what we're gonna do is myself, Charlie back here, and my daughter, we're gonna review the IOvilus. It's a downloadable app by Digital Dowsing. Costs $1.99. It's relatively cheap, but Digital Dowsing is a good company. I've bought things from them in the past, had it sent to my house, doing the online shopping thing. They're a great company. I'm just really iffy as to whether or not an app will actually work. But I paid the $1.99 for it, so we're going to test it out. Let's jump into it. So guys, we're currently down in the basement, New Hampshire, tornado warning. You know, that's fucking common. Yeah, so after looking at the length of the videos that I've taken for this app test, I think that it's just going to be too long. And you hear that? My daughter's eating some goldfish. It's just going to be too long. So we're going to break this up into 2 videos and hopefully make it a little bit easier. You guys can come back and watch it at your leisure. So this is going to be Paranormal App Test, IOvilus, Part 1. Alright guys, so this is Nate, Charlie the Skeleton, and my daughter. And we're going to go through and we're going to review the IOvilus app. So it's $1.99 and it's from Digital Dowsing. And you're going to be able to watch me do this. I've never done a screen recording before, so it's going to be interesting. The app itself, it looks like the IO here, as you see. It's a pretty clear little bubble. Click on it and it looks like a handheld Ovilus machine. So we're going to turn it on. We're going to test it out. We're going to see how it works. Now, the last few times I've turned this on, I have gotten instant responses without asking any kind of questions. And what I'm getting is a lot of repeats, like Legion and stuff like that. As you guys know anything about paranormal, Legion is what a demon will refer to itself as, meaning many. So we're going to have to test this out, and let's get into it.
IOvilus, on.
Turn the volume up. If there's anybody up here in this attic with us, could you tell me your name? Use this device. Nobody up here with us? You were talking quite a bit down in the living room before we started running this test video.
Maybe it's only in the downstairs of the house. Maybe there's nothing up here.
Well, if we have to, we'll walk through the house.
Yeah.
Can you say anything to me? Can you use this device to say anything at all?
Yourself.
Yourself. What about myself? Am I full of myself? Is that what you're saying?
Probably.
Probably the legit fact.
Oh, yeah.
Can you say anything else?
Wow, you're just being real quiet today.
Yeah, it's really funny because we were downstairs like 20 minutes ago and I turned this on.
And it just said Legion something, Legion.
It said Legion, remove Legion, like instantly. So now that we're up here in the attic, we're not seem to be getting any responses. In a way, that one response that we just got yourself, it doesn't seem to correlate with anything that I was asking. So I don't necessarily know if that's an entity manipulating the device to speak to me or not. It's not really a correlative answer. There's no rhyme or reason as to why it would have said yourself. So with that being said, Danny, you want to ask any questions?
I forgot what I was gonna ask.
That happens.
What is your name, spirit? Personally, I don't think this ghost likes us.
I just don't think it's upstairs.
It's probably downstairs.
See, and this would kind of lead me to believe that there is precedence to my theory as to just because a ghost is in a house, it doesn't necessarily mean it's in the whole house. There might be certain places that it's more liable to haunt. Because we've done this IOvilus downstairs multiple times over the last few weeks in the living room. And let me tell you something, we get like almost instant responses as soon as we start turning it on. But they all seem to be somewhat negative, which is funny because I've never gotten a negative feeling from this house. I mean, I know there's something here, but I don't believe it's negative.
Because I know I've been pushed down the stairs, but I think that's just like a warning sign.
I don't even think it's a warning. I think it's, you don't live here, you live in a different state, but you're up here visiting. And so it's unfamiliar with you, so it's testing you out a little bit.
Yeah,
so I'm going to pick up the device now, and
let's go check out my room, because we heard
we're
dragging.
going to head down the stairs.
Because remember, we heard dragging in there last night. So I want to see if there's anything in there. And then we can also try out your room, because I think I heard something in there, too.
Oh, I know I've heard stuff in my room.
Leather.
I heard stuff in your room while I've been home alone.
Leather.
I mean, I have a leather jacket at home, but I didn't bring it.
I at one point in time owned leather pants, as creepy as that is.
Yes, I don't like that.
Okay, so we're in my daughter's room, or the spare bedroom when she's not here. You just said leather. What about leather?
Oh. Well, these aren't leather, these are pleather.
No, I don't think that has anything to do with it.
Could have seen my nice leather pants. Okay, right.
Can you say anything at all? Let's see what the sensitivity's at. So here, as you can see here, it's got a database. You can go through, you can see what words have been used and what has not. This is how much I've used it in the past few weeks.
Let me ask it something. Okay, turn up some, is it some sensitivity up? What am I holding? Spirits!
No provoking. No raising your voice. We gotta be respectful.
Oh, yeah. I'm always saying that because if it's in a...
This ain't Ghost Adventures.
Oh, I'm Zach Bagans. Anyway.
We respect spirits that were here before we were.
I'm not saying that. I didn't mean that as disrespect.
I know. But when you raise your voice like that...
they're in a different spot of the house so they can hear.
Well, that's the thing though. If they're in a different spot of the house, they're not going to be able to manipulate the device from that far away.
Okay, so let's try a different room. It seems like there's nothing in here, so that dragging might have been because of the weird acoustics.
Alright, so we're going to stop this recording, and we'll pick back up in just a second.
IOvilus. Off.
So that was a little bit interesting, guys. So I stopped that screen recording, and Danny apologized as to whether or not she offended the spirits by raising her voice. She said she wasn't trying to provoke, and there was 2 loud knocks that came from the bathroom. They were pretty clear. I wish I had gotten that on video. We're going to continue our test, though. We're going to walk around the house. We're going to see what we can find, and I'm hoping that perhaps we'll get some intelligent responses. So far, this app, as of right now, I'm not convinced. I'm not sure if it was worth the $1.99 I paid for it, but you know what? We're going to continue testing it. That's why I bought the app. That's what this video is about.
Slim.
All right, so we're in another room, another bedroom, and we're going to continue testing this IOvilus app. So turn it on.
IOvilus. On.
So currently in my hand, my daughter is holding a feather. Can you tell us what she is
Spring.
holding in her hand? It's okay.
What am I
So-
holding?
It said spring, but that
It's not.
has nothing to do with anything we were discussing, I don't believe. What about spring? If you hear all that banging and weird noises right now, I don't know if my microphone's picking that up or not. That's actually the hamster or the gerbil that we have downstairs. He's quite a noisy little bastard.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what year it is?
Does the IOvilus have numbers?
I don't know. I don't believe so. Yes, I think it does. But you know what, though? If we could get a spirit to manipulate the device to say something that wouldn't be inside of the word database, then I would be more, I guess you could say, prone to believe that the app would actually work.
I guess so.
But it's supposed to take...
Prayer.
What about prayer? See, this is what I was talking about up there in the attic. I keep going back to things that are religious in stature.
Agent. Strange.
Is there a reason why we should pray?
Agent, strange, knit. Yeah, that's just a bunch of random words that has nothing to do with anything we were talking about.
Why should we pray? Is there something in the house to pray for?
I know if you're watching this video at home, it is kind of boring, I guess you could say.
Bacon.
Oh, apparently we're supposed to pray for bacon.
I mean,
I'm good with
legit.
this. I'm good with this. I mean, I love me some bacon.
Oh yeah, I pray to the bacon god every night.
And I know that if you're watching this at home, it is kind of boring just to sit there and watch the same screen. But it's kind of what has to be done for these particular style videos, because I want you guys to see what I'm seeing and hear what I'm hearing. So this thing just said that prayer, strange, knit, bacon. So apparently we're supposed to pray to some kind of strange bacon that is
god.
knitting.
The strange knitting bacon god
Yeah.
that is an agent.
It's really weird, yeah.
Agent Bacon.
Can you tell me my name?
We have heard you say it on a recording before.
And what she's referring to is there was an EVP recording I caught in the house several months back that actually did say my name. So I want to see if I can get whatever is here to manipulate this device to say my name. And it's really weird because I'm not exactly sure if iPhones have EMF detectors built in. But that's how the spirit's supposed to, quote unquote, manipulate this device to speak to us. That's why I'm really iffy on it. Alright, we're going to switch rooms. Alright, so we're about to switch rooms now. As I said during that little segment there, I know it's kind of boring just watching a screen with a device sitting on it and you hear us asking questions, but that's necessary for us to test these apps because I need you to physically see and hear what I'm seeing and hearing. Right now, we don't seem to be getting anything remotely intelligent in responses. And as I said at the end of that, this app is supposed to work by taking the EMF and modifying the EMF in the air to formulate words from a word database. I'm not sure if this word database contains numbers or not, and I'm hoping that I can get this entity or whatever it is to manipulate and say some kind of a year or some kind of a number. And it's just not, so far, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it at all. Well, so technically I am buying it because I already bought the app, but I'm not exactly sure if I'm buying the validity of the accuracy or the credence of this app. Like, I'm not sure at all if I would recommend it, but we got a few more rooms to test out, and the last room we're going to test is going to be the basement, so that's going to be interesting.
Okay, so
All right, we're going to turn the IOvilus back on. We're back in another room now and see what happens. So this room, we hear a lot of noises when we're downstairs in the living room. You hear dragging noises And it sounds like someone sometimes is walking across the hardwood floor, which is all carpeted up here, so that kind of doesn't make any sense. But let's turn the IOvilus on, see what happens.
IOvilus on.
Everyone does. So if there's anything up here with us, you can come close to my phone here, this device that I just set down on the bed. See if you can modify any kind of functioning app in this phone and say a word, communicate with us.
Measure.
If you heard that, my daughter said this is a soft bed that was not an EVP. Measure what?
Object.
What object?
Well, it actually correlated.
How so?
Measuring an object that's kind of correlated. I guess.
Well,
Intention.
it does, but it doesn't tell us what object we're supposed to be measuring, so we didn't ask anything about measuring an object.
Well, you did say
What?
just to choose a word.
I did. Okay. Okay, that's valid. What is your intention?
That's Maui.
Yeah, it's Maui, okay. You said intention. What is the intention? What intention? Stop doing that. If you heard that, that was Danny kind of pounding on her legs there. Remember, if you're ever doing a paranormal investigation, you can't do little things like that. It's going to contaminate evidence.
Okay.
You wanted to ask your question?
Yeah. What color is the feather that I'm holding? That was a very confusing. That was a double negative. Okay. What is the color of the feather that I'm holding? That's better.
It wasn't a double negative.
Sounded like a double negative to me.
No, double negative is like saying, I can't, not, never.
That's triple negative.
It's a double negative.
I can't not.
That doesn't matter. We're doing this right now.
But what is the color of the feather that I'm holding?
Man, Maui is going to town on that little tube thing down there.
I know, right?
Once again, if you hear all that strange clicking, our gerbil is playing around very, very rambunctiously in his cage, which is kind of weird because, you know, they're nocturnal, but he's wide awake right now. Strange little guy he is.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me the name of anybody who lives in this house? Don't be shy. Come forward. I'm not going to hurt you. I'm just trying to communicate. We mean you no harm. You hear this? Me getting off the bed. I'm going to grab a cup of coffee. Or a drink of my coffee, I should say. Can you tell me what delicious beverage I'm holding?
Sure, it's delicious. It's kind of bitter.
Yes, but that's how it's supposed to be. If you heard that, I was stirring my coffee and Danny was talking. That was me taking a sip. I don't know why it whistled like that. My bad.
That was me laughing.
Is there anybody in this room with us? Can you give me some kind of an intelligent response? What color are the walls in this room?
I think the ghost
Stop with the feather.
I think the ghost left. I think it's in another part of the house now.
All right.
I'm gonna tell you, we should try out the staircase. I've been pushed down
We
it.
can do that.
So we're gonna see.
We can do that. All right, so after being in my bedroom for a bit, and like I said, you know, we hear a lot of noises downstairs. If you're home alone, sometimes you just be downstairs watching TV, and you hear what sounds like objects shifting up here. You hear walking on hardwood floor when everything up here is carpeted. There has been a few instances on the staircase. There was a time last year where I thought I might have been pushed. Well, my daughter, since she's been here, says twice she's felt hands on her back and it felt like she was pushed. So we're going to now move to the staircase and we're going to give the IOvilus an attempt at this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to have my daughter sit at the bottom. I'm going to sit at the top. And we're going to the IOvilus right in the middle on the middle step. And we're going to see what happens. All right, so we're going to sit here on the staircase. If you hear the and like a cage rattling, that's the gerbil. He's an annoying little bastard. So we're going to sit here on the staircase. Last year I felt as though I might have been pushed and I did fall down a few stairs, but I didn't think it was anything. I could have very well slipped. But over the last month, my daughter said that she's twice felt like she had hands on her back and felt like she was pushed. So we're not sure as to whether or not that is the spirit being per se mean or not, because I think what it is she's new to the environment and it's trying to test her a little bit, see what it can do, see what it can't do. So what we're going to do is she's going to sit at the bottom of the stairs. I'm going to sit at the top. We're going to turn the IOvilus on. I have my screen set now to where it won't black out or turn off on us because that was the issue I just had. I had to restart this segment. Well, we didn't get any responses during that segment, so you didn't miss anything. So we're going to turn it on now. I'm going to set it down, and we're going to see what happens.
If you hear anything while we're talking, that's just the echo of the staircase.
IOvilus on.
All right, you hear me coming up the staircase?
Down right here. Spirit, do you know what is in front of the phone? And if so, what is the color?
Wow, that's annoying. I'm sorry if that's going to annoy you guys on the other side of the video. I can't do anything about the gerbil playing or eating or doing whatever it is it's doing. Did you purposely push her down the stairs? It's a simple yes or no answer. Stop, Danny. Nothing you're going to be able to do about it. No matter how much you tell it to stop, it's going to keep doing it.
I'm not going to tell you stop. I'm just going to watch it.
I'll tell you what, if you can't manipulate the device to speak to us, can you knock my phone off the stair? It's just sitting there. Nothing's holding it.
Cannot.
What is that?
Cannot.
Oh, as an intelligent response.
Yep.
You cannot knock my phone over?
Do you not have enough energy to do it?
Are you tired? Out of energy and that's why you can't push the phone over?
Silent.
Silent. What, do you want me to be quiet? Do you need silence?
I think it's talking about the gerbil.
No, that's far from silent.
Oh, I know. Do you need silence to be able to do it?
You have to give me a little more to go off of. You can't just tell me silent and not tell me what you need. Like what do you mean by silent? That's Danny whispering.
100.
100?
100. What is there 100 of?
For the record, that's spelled out 100. It wasn't numbers. As I said, I don't believe this app can do actual numerical code. but I'm not 100% positive on that. What, are you 100 years old? And I do think it's really weird, if you haven't noticed, that we seem to be getting, you know, more intelligent responses as we come down the stairs.
Yeah.
We got almost nothing in the attic that was intelligent. We got almost nothing in your room that was intelligent. Nothing in the other room. Nothing in my bedroom. But as soon as we come to the staircase, we get
Intelligent
we get
responses.
cannot when I ask it to push the phone down the stairs. And then it says silent. I don't know exactly what it means by silent. I don't know what the 100 means, because it didn't really give me much to go off of. Can you tell me my name?
Is your name in the database?
Don't know. We're going to find out. Well, if it responds.
I want to hear that.
Heard what?
I heard a bang upstairs.
I didn't hear it.
I heard a
I didn't hear
weird.
it. That was me if you heard that whisper.
That was weird.
I don't know, maybe the phone picked it up, I didn't hear it. I know I leaned up against this.
That wasn't it.
That wasn't
sounded like someone was banging their fist against the wall.
No, I didn't
Or
hear
like
it. No, I didn't hear that at all. That was Danny banging on the wall. Can you say anything else? Device has been sitting there kind of quiet. We're not gonna hurt you. We mean you no harm. You're more than welcome to reside here with us. We don't want to kick you out. I just want you to come to this device and manipulate it. Say something to us. Do you find the gerbil as annoying as I do? That was me.
I know. What is wrong with this gerbil?
Nothing. It's just he's a gerbil. They're high activity. It's what they do.
Gosh, looks like my friend Kaylee.
Okay. Well, I think we're gonna stop this recording session. You went kind of quiet. If you want us to continue this recording session, I'm gonna give you 10 seconds to make this device say something else, and we'll continue. All right, I guess we're going to conclude the recording on the staircase. That's me coming downstairs.
My helmet's like it's getting colder.
All right, so our test here on the staircase, we did get one seemingly intelligent response, maybe two. The intelligent response that I feel like was the most responsive to what I said was I asked it to push the phone down the stairs if it couldn't say anything, and we got the response that said, cannot. I don't know why it couldn't, and then it said silent. You know what? That could have been a correlation as to it needs silence, and wow, it just got cold here.
Told you.
Look, like, come and stick your hand in here.
I told you it was getting
That's like
cold.
Cold chill. That's wicked.
Ow.
Okay, so that's kind of interesting. Maybe I'll catch something on EVP right here. I don't know.
I told you it was getting cold.
That's, yeah, it's wicked
So
cold.
Just airflow.
Well, that's what I thought. So my original thought was coming out of right here, you know, maybe it was just airflow coming around the staircase that was causing a cold spot, because we do have an AC unit down here. I don't think it's turned on at the moment though. So it's an old house though. It is drafty. There could have been airflow. I'm not gonna sit here and say that one cold spot that I just had was necessarily an entity wanting to communicate or just, you know, sucking energy out of the air. I can't say that because I'm not experiencing anything else. But what I can tell you is it just got extremely cold in this one spot. And now that cold is dissipating, and I don't exactly know what caused that to happen, but I do feel that it is important to note that it happened on the same exact step that my daughter has said she's been pushed off of, and I felt like I was pushed off of last year. So that's a pretty interesting correlation there. We're going to move on and we're going to test the IOvilus in the kitchen area, and then we're going to go to the living room. We're not even going to turn it off and redo a film session here like I've been doing. Then we're going to go down to the basement and see what we can catch down there. I feel like the basement will have the least amount of chance of responses because the basement's the most closed off area. So we just have to see how it works down there. I don't know. I don't even get Wi-Fi in the basement. So I don't know exactly how well it's going to work. Well, I might get Wi-Fi in the basement, actually. We just upgraded, so I might actually get Wi-Fi in the basement now. I didn't a few years ago. So we're going to continue on with our testing. So upon listening to that, I don't know if you guys noticed or not, but when we were on the staircase and I was talking about the gerbil and how annoying it was, there was a high-pitched sound. It sounded like it may have been words. I'm not sure. You guys be the judge of that. And also, the thud that my daughter heard that I didn't hear was also caught. So, you know, it's kind of interesting. And now I hope you guys enjoyed that first part, and let's get ready for part 2.